Hi Baes, welcome back to Manifest Bae, where we come together to manifest your best life. So today we are going to be unboxing my Boxycharm BoxyLuxe, which is a quarterly box that you get from Boxycharm that has like more goodies than your standard box. So for those of you who've been living under a rock, Boxycharm is a subscription service. You pay a flat fee, and then you get items in your box that are worth between like $175 to $300, depending on the tier of which you have the subscription. So I only have the basic box. I used to have premium, but I stopped getting that one because I didn't like it. So I have the base box, and then I have the subscription to BoxyLuxe. So I think 4 times a year BoxyLuxe will come out, and that's usually a pretty good box actually. Now, I did not look on the internet, socials, YouTube for what everybody else got in their box, because like I've told you guys probably a million times now, I never get what the guys and girls get on YouTube, on social media. I always get some weird variation of what they got, and it's never as good. And I always get annoyed because I've had Boxycharm for a million years, and so I would think I've earned the right to get the good stuff that the ladies get. It's all good, but you know, these girls be getting some stuff that I don't see in nobody's box. So for now, I just have the base box with the BoxyLuxe, so I'm gonna be surprised. This will be total news to me, what's in this box, so let's see what we got. In conjunction to opening my Boxycharm, I also am gonna talk a bit about mean girls having a working relationship with these girls. So if you are interested in what's in my Boxycharm and how to deal with mean girls at work, then please keep watching. If you are the mean girl and you're watching this video, then you definitely need to watch to learn how you can be nicer to people with your mean ass. Okay, so I just peeked into the box and I am already very happy because I see Fenty Beauty and I see a lot of pink. So I'm hopeful that this box is gonna be awesome. Now, I pretty much have everything Fenty Beauty has made, so this will probably be a dupe for me. Let's hope it's not. Let's hope it's one of the few things that I don't have. If it's a dupe, I don't care. Again, I paid a fat fee for the box, so it doesn't really matter. Boxycharm always comes with this card that tells you everything that's in the box, how much you paid for it. I always check this. I don't care how much the box is worth or how much each item is, because again, I only paid a set fee for it, so whatever you put in the box is really fine with me. So let's get into the first thing. So the first thing I see here is Persona lip gloss. It's infused with avocado oil and shea butter. It's vegan, so that's cool, and it looks like it has a color. It says honey gloss, so oh, it's cute packaging. As I drop it, I love the square packaging in these. This looks like a great nude lip gloss that I will definitely be using. I'm already extremely pleased with this. I have never used Persona before, but I am excited to try it. So let's get into mean girls. Imagine this. You are finally fighting to get this job in the COVID era where you're competing against a million people. You interview well, you get the offer, you're all excited, you get to work, you see some girls that are cool that you think, you know, you could be friends with, and you introduce yourself to them and you tell them all about yourself, and you get that cold like hi, and you just kind of think, oh, okay, these are not going to be the girls that are going to be my best friends at work. And then to take it a step further, these girls start to be really catty and really mean with you. And it can either be one girl or it can be a group. It's always a really terrible feeling. And it's hard because you're already trying to work and learn that and get through that, but then you have these external forces kind of putting this negative energy on you. And so I think the first thing we need to realize when we encounter girls like this, and the reason why I'm doing this on mean girls is because this was specifically requested of me by one of our viewers, how to deal with mean girls. And so I think the first thing you have to recognize is anytime a girl is mean or a person is mean to you for no reason, it's because they're jealous of you. And don't let that girl tell you, I'm not jealous of you. Yes, you are. You have to be, because no logical, rational human being on Beyonce's earth would just be mean and nasty to someone without knowing them, without having any kind of bad blood between them. That's not a real thing. And so take it as a compliment when you encounter people like this. Clearly something you're doing, whether you know it or not, is making this person feel like they need to project on you because you are clearly doing something right. So the next thing I'm pulling out of my box is Kate Somerville Exfoliate. I used to love this. Okay, I'm gonna scroll for a second. I used to work at Sephora many years ago, and when I used to work at Sephora, I was poor. That's why I was working there. I couldn't afford anything. I could barely pay to eat or rent, but I remember wanting this so bad, okay? And I mean bad. And even with my discount, it was not happening. So this is pretty crazy to get this in a Boxycharm. It's basically like an exfoliator for your face, but it's just such good quality. I don't know, some of you who use exfoliators and you really should only use them once or twice a week. The less expensive ones have like that really hard, grainy substance. It almost feels like you just went outside and took some sand and was just like, F it, I'm just gonna rub it on my face. And you don't feel good after you use it. You always feel like you just like scrubbed a layer off your skin. And for me, I'm always like, what was the reason for this? Why did I do this to myself? I used to always take samples of this when I worked at Sephora because again, I was poor, and I would use it when I got home, and it was fabulous. I loved it. So I am really excited to get this in my Boxycharm. Boxycharm is usually heavy on the skincare, which again is fine with me. My last video, I think I said I had too much skincare, but I gave it away. I gave a ton of it away. So now I'm back to an acceptable amount. So I'm like, Boxycharm, bring it on. Give me all the skincare that you can, because I'm gonna use it now that I've cleared out my collection, for lack of a better word. So in my opinion, the best way to handle mean girls at first, I guess, glance or first thought, is to give them zero energy. I'm talking about you need to be the indifferent queen. Nothing that they say, they do, their looks, don't let it affect you even in the slightest. And if it does affect you, don't show it. I'm talking about being completely stoic and composed and together, because the thing about mean girls is, tying in what I said before, they're jealous and they want to feel seen by you. They want their nasty behavior to be validated by a reaction from you. And so if you give them the slightest reaction, whether it's anger or hurt, then you validated them, because a mean girl feels insignificant when they're around you. So if they can elicit an emotion from you, then that makes them feel valid. I'm so important that I cause you to feel a certain way. Do you see where I'm getting with that? So you can't let them shake you or unsteady you or upset you, no matter how vile or rude or terrible the behavior. Always blow it off like it doesn't affect you at all. Now, do that. You may have to go in your car and scream, and I've done that. I mean, I have encountered some real mean girls, okay? Some nasty, nasty women who just I always low-key want to like ask them like, how do you sleep? How do you navigate in a world with this karma that's going to come to you for the way that you've been acting? And so for me, always a smile, always chipper. I don't even let it affect me, and I deal with it when I'm out of their space. So the next thing in this box is something from Milk Makeup. I feel like I picked this, and I think I've told you guys this before, but Boxycharm will send you an email basically saying it's time to pick the items in your box, and I always miss it because again, I work a lot, and I'm too busy to have my phone up and catch those alerts when they hit. I need to be smart and put it on my planner or my calendar so I can just be ready for it, but I never do. So by the time I saw the alert to pick what's in my box, there were very few things left for me to choose from. And so I think I chose this, and this is the Milk Makeup Melatonin Overnight Serum. And I think I got this because melatonin, of course, helps you sleep. And sometimes I have a hard time sleeping, and that is because, I work in healthcare, and right now with COVID, there is just so much going on that my brain is constantly in motion, and I'm not losing sleep because I'm stressed or I'm sad. It's just things that I'm thinking about that I need to do at work or that I could do. I'm really into process improvement, so when I lay down, you think I would lay down and be like, oh, I'm gonna go to sleep, but I think, oh, tomorrow I could do this, tomorrow I should write this workflow, and maybe I'll tweak it, and blah blah blah, and then my brain just goes and goes and goes, thinking about work. And I love my job, so it's not a bad thing, but I figured something like this might help me to just tone it down a bit. And it's not every night, but still, I think this would help. And so Milk always has their stuff. These look like little push-up pops. Now for the young girls who are probably watching me, you probably don't know what that is, but you used to get them from like the Ice Cream Man, and like they had the Flintstones with the stick in it, and you push it up. It kind of looks like that. I want to see if this has a smell. No, you can't really smell anything. It kind of looks like a balm, and I think you just rub this on your face at night, and it helps with skincare, but also helps you sleep. So it's like a 2-in-1. I'm intrigued. It says an overnight serum stick that rejuvenates, hydrates, and calms so you wake up to bounce smoother, more refreshed looking skin. Amen. Okay? Yes. Sign me up. Thank you. So this again, very excited about. Boxycharm, y'all must have heard me whining and complaining because y'all are doing it this time. Next thing, when you're dealing with mean girls, ask them if you've done something to offend them. I know it sounds crazy, but sometimes we in our everyday lives may say something to somebody, have done something, have made a joke, who knows what you've done, and it could have been the smallest thing to offend them. But walk up to them and ask them, not in front of everybody, in a confrontational way, but just, ask them if you can talk to them for a second and just say, hey, I've noticed that your energy is a little different. I've been feeling like, maybe there's some bad vibes between us. And I just want to know if I've done anything to offend you in any way. And so when you ask them that forces them to look into themselves and confront the fact that they're acting this way for no reason. Now, there is a chance that you might have done something that you didn't know. And in the best case in dealing with that, just apologize. Even if it's stupid, it causes the situation to be complete on both ends. So if their behavior continues, it's a them thing. So let me give you an example. So I had a situation with this girl at my job. This was a long time ago, but she just decided she didn't like me, and she went on this campaign to try to get me fired. I am really big on my reputation at work. I work really, really hard to foster a great reputation for myself. because essentially where I'm working is my career. The company I'm working for, I'm gonna be there until, you know, whatever, till I retire. And so reputation is everything. And this girl started working there and she just decided that she didn't like me. And she literally she tried to turn my friends against me. That didn't work. She tried to lie on me to leadership and say I was picking on her. That didn't work. And you know why it didn't work? Because of my reputation. When she went to my friends and to leadership with these lies, they were like, are you sure you're mistaken? Because Siobhan would never do that. And that really made me feel so good, because it just let me know that me just being me and being genuine reflected in people. It showed, and they trusted me, and that just made me so happy. But going back to what I was gonna say, it got so bad that I finally just walked up to her and I just told her, I said, have I done something that has offended you? Like, is there something that I've done that made you upset with me? Because I just feel like this energy that we have is just like, it's negative, and I don't really like it, and I want to get to the bottom of it. And do you know, she said to me that she was upset because I didn't say hi to her in the mornings. Now, this is where sometimes you have to just be a bigger person, because I wanted to say to her, well, of course I don't say hi to you in the morning. You're on a smear campaign to get me fired. Why would I come to work and come up to you and say hello? I really could care less about saying hi to you or asking you about your day or how you feel. That is the furthest thing from my mind when I wake up in the morning. Hands down, okay? Like the audacity. But in the situation, I just said, oh, okay. And I said, well, that's good to know. Is there anything else? And she was like, no. So do you know, every morning when I got into work, I sat in a cubicle and she sat just behind me, but kind of to the side. Every freaking morning when I got to work, I would say hello to her. Because the way our office was set up, my cubicle was at the end of the row, and so was hers. So when I came in, I said hi to everybody. Everyone said hi to me. We would chit chat like you do when you come into work. Hi, how was your day? What did you do last night? Blah, blah, blah. We laugh, we talk. And then when I would get to my cubicle, which is next to her, I would just sit down. Because again, I'm not talking to you because you're trying to get me fired and turn all my friends against me. So now every day when I came in, even though it killed me, and I'm telling you, it killed me, I would come in and I would look at her and I would say, hi, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm great, wonderful, that's good to hear. And I would turn around and sit my butt right in that seat, okay? And her behavior stopped after that. And it's so funny because it ties into what I said before. They just want to feel validated by you. They want to feel seen by you. And so I guess I made her feel insignificant because I wasn't saying hi to her. I mean, so ridiculous. And so sometimes it takes asking that question. Now, if you ask that question and they don't have an answer, they're just a hater. I mean, what can you really do at that point but to continue to just be yourself and ignore them at that point? Okay, so the next thing I see is it looks like a little, I don't know, like a little case. I'm guessing there's brushes in here, and it's from Pure, which I love Pure actually. They have not made a single thing that I haven't loved. I have been using their 4-in-1, I think it's foundation plus concealer heavy for the last couple weeks, and it has been phenomenal. I'm hoping that these aren't brushes though, because I have so many brushes. I just do. I have a ton. I've already given away quite a few. I don't really need anymore. But the ones that I keep are probably because they're cute. And I need to stop doing that too, because if you're like me, you probably use a beauty blender and a couple brushes for eyeshadow. I mean, how many do you really need? It has these cute little snaps on the side. I don't know why, but I like them. And so let me, oh, it is brushes, but they are so cute. And it's like a whole set. Like, it's, usually you get like 5 or 3. This has everything. Oh my God, and they are so beautiful. They're pink, which a winner already. But then they have this, let me see if I can pull the plastic off of one of these. They've got this like, it looks like a rose gold like metal piece right here, and then the actual brush is ombre from pink to white. Talk about attention to detail. Oh my God, I love these. I actually would be tempted to keep them just in this thing. I have a little rolly thing that I got at TJ Maxx that I keep all my brushes in, but this is so cute. I'm just so happy. I love this. I absolutely love this. The packaging, the everything. Thank you, Boxycharm. You guys are killing it. This is adorable. Next, do not stop performing, okay? Don't let them affect you to the point where your work suffers. Continue to do a stellar job. If anything, let that be your motivation to do even more. Don't let them shake you into giving up. Don't let these raggedy girls run you out of your position either. Stay focused and work. And I'm going to tell you why. In the situation that I had with this particular mean girl that I dealt with, I just fostered all of that energy into being even greater at my job. And so when I did that, I found that I started coming up with ideas and solutions and workflows that no one had thought of, no one had introduced, and they all were amazing. And I noticed that the more that I shined and the better I did, the more miserable she was. And I hate to say this, but I enjoyed it a little bit. You know, this particular girl had went on a campaign and she had clicked up with some other girls and again tried to knock me off my balance. And so watching her falter and do terrible in her role was very gratifying. And I hate to say it this way and I hate to sound like this, but the better I did, the worse she did. And when she got called out on it, it was gratifying. And I know I hate to be that way, but it was nice to see someone who tried to be so cruel to me and so mean. It was gratifying to see that because they spent so much time focused on me and trying to be mean to me, that their work faltered. And it was almost like, you know, I almost wanted to be like, well, see, you were so focused on me and being mean to me and clicking up and trying to knock me down that you let your work slip. Now, maybe you should have been nicer or should have been cool. I mean, really, I could have helped you. I mean, I could have showed you, you know, some things that you could have did to not put yourself in that situation. In my experience, the better you do, the worse it is for them and the more they get shaky. And so just take your energy, your focus on work. Don't let them distract you, because what they want to do is knock you off your game. They want to make you do poorly so that they have more things to be rude to you about. You know, the worse you do, it's like you gave them this little gift. You know, it's like, oh, you know, she didn't meet her numbers or she messed up in her presentation. Yeah, look, she's such an idiot. I told you, blah, blah, blah. It gives them a reason to keep going, and it makes them feel good because really they're sucking and they want you to too. And there is no reason why you need to. And so take that energy and just focus it on work and focus on making yourself better. Don't let them knock you off, sis. Don't let them make you feel shaky. Just keep on going and doing well. And I promise you, and I'm basing this 100% off of my own experience, the better that you do at work, the worse it is for them and the worse that it makes them feel. And it is very vindicating. It is very gratifying. And no, I do not take pleasure in seeing people do poorly at work, but I do take a little pleasure in seeing a girl who tried to make my life miserable falter. Trust me, it's amazing. So the next thing that's in the palette or in the box is this palette. It has this phenomenal packaging. It's by Hip Dot. I have never heard of them, but I already like them because of the colors of this palette. It's like this, I don't know, like this, it looks like someone took a bunch of pink paint and like swirled it around. I cannot think of what that's called right now. The palette is called Zion. It's a pressed pigment palette. You know, pressed pigment is my jam. Ooh, these colors. Yes. Okay, these colors are fantastic. We've got some pinks, some purples, some shines. Ooh, this lavender color. Let me tell y'all right now, this is gonna be it right here. This is gonna be the one. These are beautiful colors. I can't wait to play with this one. These oranges, that lavender. I'm hoping that these colors, you know, play nicely with my skin tone and that they are in fact pigmented, because if they are, then maybe I need to try some more Hip Dot. This is cruelty-free, vegan, talc-free, phthalates-free. It's pretty much nature in a palette, I guess, and I cannot wait to try this. Now, say that you have asked the mean girl if there's anything you've done to offend her, and she tells you, and you guys play nice, and suddenly, you know, she's friendly with you. One piece of advice I can give: don't ever let your guard down with them, and don't trust them. And I'm not saying that a relationship with a mean girl can't turn into an actual friendship, because it can, and in my experience it has. But no matter how friendly we were, I was always very cautious, and I never ever gossiped with them at all. Now, I'm not a big gossiper at work anyway. I'm the kind of person, if you heard it from me, if you heard it that I said it, I've already said it to you. 10 times out of 10, you've already heard me say it. I'm not a big person to gossip, again, because I work really hard on my reputation at work. Gossiping really doesn't lend to a good reputation. However, you know, we all work, we're friends, we talk about people or things or gripes at work, and so please, if you're going to have a friendship with this person, do not let your guard down and do not get too comfortable. Be friendly, but keep them at arm's length. Do not give them any personal information about you, nothing like that. Just be friendly and cordial, but keep it cool. And I mean, if you feel like later on they are a good friend and an ally, then sure. But in my experience, mean girls usually are always like that. Even if you're friends, they're always plotting. And so just protect yourself, protect your reputation. Be cool with them. You can even go get coffee with them or drinks, but just keep it cool and just keep them at arm's bay, because you honestly don't want to get burned in the end. That's a really horrible situation to be in, when you let your guard down and then they burn you. So just be cool, but cordial, and that's how you should probably just do that. So we're getting down to the end of the box. 3 more things left. I see the Fenty Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo. I'm pretty sure I have this one already. Let me open it and see. I am almost positive, because when these came out, I bought all of them. I loved them so much. Mo Honey and Afternoon Snack. I actually don't know if I have this one. Huh. It's pretty. It's got this like bronzy, like a light glittery color. It's gorgeous. Let me actually, I don't know. Well, if I do have it, I will always take doubles of Fenty Beauty. That is never a problem, okay, for me. And it's the first Fenty product I've gotten in Boxycharm, so I'm thrilled. I felt so left out when Boxycharm came out. I think it was last month, and I didn't get the Fenty product. Even though I already had it, I didn't care. I still wanted to get it in the Boxycharm, so I'm happy that I got it this time. So the next thing in this box are these rose gold masks by 111 Skin. And let me tell you something. First of all, the packaging for this mask is elite, okay? Because you really didn't have to do all this, okay? Y'all didn't have to do all of this, but you did, and I love it. It's like this, okay, first of all, it's like a rose gold, which that's already a win. If you know me and rose gold, okay, we're like this. So, but it's heavy. It's got like that glossy, like cardboard, like the glossy paper packaging. I'm just a sucker for packaging. I swear, you could put like a turd in pretty packaging and I'd probably buy it, just because this is the aesthetic that we're looking for. Now, past the packaging, I've used these face masks before. They are phenomenal. They are thick. You know, you put it on your face and it just stays on your face. It's so relaxing. It smells amazing. You take it off of your face, your skin is just like in a whole nother world. Now, I don't know how many are in here. Let me open it and see. Oh, God is so good, y'all. God be hearing my prayers. See, God knew that I gave all my skincare away. And he was like, don't you worry, sis. I'm about to give you more masks in your Boxycharm. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They look like this. And they tell you how to wear them. And when I tell you, these masks are the truth. And honestly, I had went through my last one, I want to say a couple weeks ago, and I meant to buy some more before I went on vacation, but I just didn't have time, and I didn't want them to come while I was gone and burn up in my mailbox. And so I'm glad that Boxycharm gave me these before I was about to buy them for myself. I keep these in my beauty fridge. I have a little fridge where I keep well, not all of my skincare, but a lot of it in my little fridge. And I keep these in there. And I use these very sparingly because I love them so much. This is not something I do all the time. You know, this is when I really want to have a pamper night. I'll put one of these on my skin. Also, when I use these, I have a face steamer. I'll put one of these on and then put my face in front of the steamer. And your skin is like butter when it's done. I'm talking about butter. If you guys want to see my skincare routine, holler at me. I will film one. It is to die for. It takes a lot of time though, so be ready. But this, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. I'm so happy. So the last thing in the box is called Ice Roller for your overworked, sensitive skin. I am intrigued. And of course, I'm in the middle of redoing my nails, so I don't have sharp nails to take off the tape. Let me see. Oh, this is by the brand Kitsch. I think it's Kitsch. K-I-T-S-C-H. Oh, okay. This is what it looks like. I guess you roll it on your skin. Let me read on this because I don't want to get to lying. Apply your favorite moisturizer. Enjoy rejuvenated, calm skin. Sterilize head with alcohol for each use. Store ice roller in box inside your freezer. Okay, let's this has directions. Let's read them. Thoroughly cleanse and dry skin. Remove ice roller from freezer and allow to sit for a few minutes. For additional benefits, apply your favorite serum or sheet mask. Start treatment by rolling along cheekbones outwards towards hairline. Slowly move upwards towards eyes and roll under eyes upwards. Roll from center of chin outwards along jawline towards ears. Roll up the temples and upwards over forehead. And then repeat. Oh wait. Gently cleanse, tone, and apply serum to the skin. Finish by rolling down the sides of the neck towards the décolletage. I always say that word wrong. I'll never say it right. For spot treatment, you gently roll over any areas of inflammation or tension. That's pretty cool. Hold under eyes for a few seconds to depuff. Now, I have a couple of these. I have a rose quartz one, and I don't know if I'm just a baby, but it'd be way too cold to be putting on my skin, and I know that's the point, but it'd be too cold. And I don't even keep these in a freezer. I keep these in my my beauty fridge, which gets pretty cold. But even then, like, I find myself trying to put it on my skin, and I'd be like, like I literally be like trying to roll that, and it just does not feel good to me. It doesn't feel comfortable. I don't like it. For me, sometimes, every once in a while, I'll put some ice water in a bowl and I'll scoop it in my hands and put it on my face. That, for some reason, I can handle. But rolling that stuff when it's cold on my face, no. But I still do it every once in a while, so that'll probably be something that I don't really use. But I could see how that would be a cool thing to have. My last piece of advice for dealing with mean girls, and you are not gonna like this because I used to hate when people said this to me, is this too shall pass. Now, when I was in the height of my situations, and I've had several in the years of my career with these girls, I would have never believed it. I would have never believed it would end. I would have never believed that things would be better. But they always get better. And when I was in those situations, if somebody would have said to me, this too shall pass, I probably would have threw something at them, okay? But it does. In both situations, one, the girl just up and quit. She just quit. It was beautiful. She was gone. In a second situation, that girl was so focused on me that she ended up doing very poorly in her role, and she got demoted. And so the behavior stopped. And this is what I'm saying. It always gets better if you just stay focused and you just continue to do your job and build that reputation. All this other crap with these girls will fade away. My BoxyLuxe was phenomenal. There was not one single thing in there that I didn't like. I was pleased with everything. I'm so happy with my Boxycharm. If it keeps going this way, I think maybe I will up my subscription to the premium again. I just wasn't really satisfied with the premium, but it looks like they're stepping it up, and I'm here for it, okay? And so if you like Boxycharm or you want to try Boxycharm, I'll put the link below for you to subscribe. I think the base box, I paid $25. It ends up being like 27 something with tax, and that's it. As far as these mean girls, all the points that I said, just do those and you will see your dynamic change. Again, if nothing else works with these girls, just remember that this too shall pass. This will be something that will be your story, and it'll be something that you can talk about and laugh about later. I have at least two to three really good stories about mean girls, okay, that will have y'all cracking up, pissed, whatever. If you guys want to hear those stories or one of those stories, maybe I'll do a story time and talk about it. It's actually really funny. and the way it ends is hilarious. Let me know down below and I will do a video about it. So thanks again for stopping by. If you liked what you saw today, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I do a video like this. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you again for stopping by. Bye.